Was it Hollywood rain or was it real rain? I don't remember anymore.
No, it's fake rain.
So it was Hollywood rain.
But it was fake cold rain. Yes, Hollywood rain. But it was super cold.
It was
and apparently, and Kevin Sorbo kept saying that the raindrops are too big.
And they were hitting his eye.
Hitting him in the eye, and he's like, I can't say my lines because
I remember
he always talks about that.
I remember that.
Which is funny because that was a whole speech of like, I don't know, I'm just trying to learn my lines here, and you're complaining about the raindrops. Well, this is gonna be great.
Welcome to the White House Pod with David A.R.
I'm gonna finish what I started. It's not easy. It's simple.
All right, guys, I have such an important guest today, but also I am super excited to have this guest here. You may have recognized him from a few movies, certainly as my counterpart, or I'm his counterpart in all of the God's Not Dead franchise. So, ladies and gentlemen, hello. Ben, a.k.a. Jude. Reverend Jude.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, man. It's been a while, huh?
Oh, my goodness.
God's not dead.
God's not dead. 1, 2, 3,
In 4. I'm in the 4th one. You kill me in 3, you bring me back in 4.
We couldn't go on without you. How could we? It's pretty amazing how you ended up in that movie, and for some reason, people like our friendship.
Yeah, I know. It was like this. Some of my friends got mad. It's like, why did they take you out? I said he changed.
How could he?
He
die?
changed directors, and then they wanted to go different ways. Like, oh man.
Many people were sad to see you go as a character.
Yeah.
Because you're still here. Thank God. But it's an interesting thing. Like you wonder. I remember watching the Rocky franchise and going, wait, what? Burgess Meredith, I think, died in the 3rd one.
Yeah.
And then all the characters start dropping off.
Mm-hmm.
Paulie was the only one who lasted through all the Rockies, and then the wife died, and when Talia Shire died, or when Adrian died, I think Rocky 5, somewhere around there.
But with God's Not Dead, though, we're dealing stories that miracles happen. So people get back to life and all that. So you can spin it. Like
I don't know that we're
God
really dealing like
dead 7.
Yeah,
oh wow, he woke up from the dead.
That's what Kevin Sorbo kept saying to us too.
Oh, for real? He
died
said that?
in the first one.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I know.
And then he was not. And then Kevin's like, well, wait, why can't I just be? I think it would be amazing if you start You start back in God's Not Dead 2, and all of a sudden there I am in the thing, and we're like,
I liked him too.
We like miracles, but this one's a little stretch of like, all of a sudden we have dead people just walking around. It just seems a little bit of a stretch.
Okay.
All right. So how did you get on that? How did you get on that movie? Where did you?
I auditioned.
Yeah.
But
I mean, was from your agent that were just like, here you go. You want to audition for this thing?
That was actually strange how that happened.
Like, how did you find out about the audition?
I think the last agent, just before I left her, I think she's the one who told me about it.
Okay.
And then I went over there and I saw your two DYs and the other guy.
Yeah, Billy.
Yeah. My friend, Demoda, isn't it?
Billy Demoda and D Vice.
And I
This is 2012. This is around 2012.
Yes, 2012.
Yeah, because we shot it in 2012.
Yes, I remember we went to we did a little tour with Scott. We went to London, we went to Kenya, we went to Uganda, and then Nigeria.
Well, on the first one you're talking
about?
Yeah,
on the first
promotional
one. On the yes,
yeah.
exactly.
We weren't shooting
in
all those places.
No, after the movie itself, yeah. So 2012.
But wait a second. So how did you get the role though? Like you go and you audition with Billy and D, and it's taped. Do you remember? Did you have a callback? Did you meet the director?
First of all,
Harold?
I never met. I just talked to him. He asked me questions about church. Okay.
Who did?
Billy.
Oh, Billy did.
He's like, do you have any problems with church? I said, no. I'm actually I play in the church. My daughters and my wife, we sing in the choir. I have no problem with church at all. So I'm like, okay. So he nodded, and then I think he called me. Oh, and I called. There was like 100 people that day. That first one.
Wow.
Then the second time, there was like 10.
Did everybody look like you, or did they?
No, they didn't know. There was one kid, though, there who I was like, I think he's going to get it. But then I got it. So, because I knew him. He was a friend.
Yeah. Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, so,
for the role of Jude.
There
was like
role
100
of
people auditioning for the
Yeah,
role of Jude.
there was a lot of people
Wow.
that day. I don't know. I don't know if they were all coming in for Jude, but there were a lot of people. And the first day I went,
I don't even remember. I normally am massively involved in the casting of these things, but I don't remember going to the casting sessions.
No, I didn't see it.
No, I wasn't. I vaguely remember seeing some tapes.
Okay.
And seeing your tape.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the 100 people. You know what I'm saying? Like all the other.
There was a lot of people there. I think they narrowed it down themselves.
Yeah, totally.
So by the time you got to
I remember seeing you, and I remember seeing Shane Harper, but really anybody else, I don't. Kevin got cast because we had done What If with him, and Kevin Sorbo. So we just said he's going to be great in this role, and that's how he ended up in the role. So you go on the show on the movie. Were you like, oh? You'd already done really major movies with Bruce Willis and those. What was it? Tears Under the Sun.
Tears of the Sun.
Tears of the Sun.
Yeah, that
Huge
was like
movie.
5 months in Hawaii. That was
It's
like
a little
the
different
biggest
than
thing.
going to Louisiana.
I bought a house because of Tears of the Sun. I'm like, wow, that was my biggest gig. Man. It was great. And then came yours. That was good too. I was.
But
like,
were you coming? You weren't coming off of Tears of the Sun, were you?
No,
It had been a few years since you'd had that.
Yeah, because I was like, man. So when this role came, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna work so hard. Believe it or not, I rehearsed those for like 3-4 hours.
The lines.
Yes, that's how serious I was. I'm like, I'm gonna get it. I don't care. I'm gonna get this one. So
you got it. You show up because then we shot it in Louisiana. I think the first one.
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. As we're still trying to figure out where we
I know
shot.
we went to three other states.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Four states we went to. Was the show like what you had thought it would be, or was it different than when you walked on set as Reverend Jude? Did you think that this is going to be? I understand what this is. Not that you didn't understand it, but I mean like I like these people and they're nice and it's a good crew, because sometimes you don't have fun on set because the director's mean or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, was this a different?
No, this one was cool. This one was a cool set, and then you showed up. It's like, I'm David A.R. White and all. And then what's his name? The director. He was really nice. I liked him.
Were you
the very first?
You and I were in the same. We're in the. My first scene was when Kevin Sorbo's dying on the road.
Yes.
And the rain's coming down. Are you in the car at that time?
I was outside.
Or had I dropped you off
No.
in the story, and then now I'm driving? Because that was my first scene. The rain's coming down. It's the middle of the night. I'd flown in, and then they said, "Here's a bunch of different changes," which were stressing me out because I had that long speech.
You had already prepared
Kevin,
something else.
Yeah, to Kevin on the ground, and there's so much going on because we hit him with the car, and there's like that's one of the biggest productions of the first movie.
Loved that scene,
and that was my first scene.
Yeah.
Were you in the car though? Is what I'm trying to remember.
I think I was in the. No, I think if I'm not wrong, me and you were in the car driving, and then.
Well, I know
you're
I'm
complaining
in the car
about you're the one driving, and
Right.
you're complaining about all these people going or whatever.
Yeah.
People going to watch
Disneyland and everywhere else.
No, they were going to watch a concert. So all of a sudden the roads were busy, this and that, and then this happened, and man, it rained like crazy. Was it Hollywood rain or was it real rain? I don't remember anymore.
No, it's fake rain.
So it was Hollywood rain,
but it was fake. Cold rain. Yes, Hollywood rain. But it was
crazy.
super cold.
It was
and apparently, and Kevin Sorbo kept saying that the raindrops are too big.
And they were hitting his eye.
Hitting him in the eye. And he's like, I can't say my lines. Because
I remember
he always talks about that.
I remember that.
Which is funny because that was the whole speech of like, I don't know. I'm just trying to learn my lines here. And you're, complaining about the raindrops. They're cold. We got that. And it's 4 in the morning.
It was a fun show, though.
All right, so that movie comes out. Was it a surprise to you how much it would affect culture and everywhere you go, people know you now from that.
Yes, that was actually a shock right there. First of all, I think, if I may be wrong on this one, you guys probably thought it was going straight to DVD or something like that. And then you guys had very limited theaters, like 700. And the opening is like, wait a minute. Budget is $1 million, and the first weekend, 9 million?
Yeah.
What? So you guys increased the whatever's, and it was funny, man. Everywhere I went, it's like I'm in the gym, and just, you know,
God is good.
God is good. And then I say all the time.
All the
So
time.
what I did with you,
all
I'm
the
doing
time,
with
and you
people in
say
the
God
gym.
is
I'm
good,
like, oh man, it
Well,
was crazy. It was
Oh,
funny.
that's interesting.
It was
I've
funny.
never asked you about that.
It was funny.
After 4 of those movies that we did together, this is the first time I've ever, out of 4 of them that we did, I've never even asked you this question about when people say that, because I just assumed they were only coming up to me asking me that in the gym and everywhere, and Walmart, and Targets, and planes.
They
and,
did to me
yeah,
too.
no, that's what they would always say. I think the writers, Chuck Solomon and Carrie Grant, I wanted to say.
Yeah,
no, it's
Solomon,
Carrie
I know for
Solomon
sure, yeah.
and Chuck Konzelman are the writers of the original God's Not Dead and God's Not Dead 2. But did they said God is good all the time, and all the time God is good is an African saying.
It's a Nigerian thing.
It's a
They
Nigerian.
like saying that.
Where
and
are
then
you
they
from?
always, I'm from Kenya. They always add, and this is his nature. Or they didn't put that part in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it starts to get long. It's better.
Even I don't like that.
God
Yeah,
is
like
good
I
all the
like God
time
is
and all the
good
time.
all the
God
time.
is
All the
good. Like,
time
it's
is
just
good.
like 2 things back and forth, and we're done. But who would have ever thought that obviously that's a massive thing in Nigeria?
It became a hook. Yeah.
It
So
is
they
a
always do
massive
that.
saying,
It's-
and they've been
yeah,
saying it for
they
years.
They do
but
for
it
years.
never hit the U.S.
No,
And
U.S. now.
And I think that's
until you did in the movie.
well, yeah, until really Chuck and Carrie are the ones who
they
wrote
put it in there. Yeah.
And you and I could take the credit for the way that we said it
Yes.
became a cultural
It was
phenomenon
nice
as well.
and funny and everything. It was
That
like-
people would
we were known for
connect
that.
to it. But I go back to this, because I was in Christian movies, all the way through in my early 20s.
Yes.
Out of the blue, I just got cast in one, and then all
I
of a
saw
sudden,
it. I watched it.
I was 22 in my first one, or 21. Second Glance. Not a great movie. No offense to Rich Cristiano, who is I consider the godfather of Christian movies, who got me into the whole business, and I thank Rich for that. But they were low budgets, like $50,000 budgets, and 30, 40 minutes long. And I did 2 or 3 or 4 of these for the different ministries. And in the process of it, we then started producing them, and Rich encouraged us to produce them, and it became a thing.
Did you know that God's Not Dead 1 is number 5 all time in the least budget and realized the most amount of money?
Yes.
It's number 5.
No, I know, of all time. It's
Yeah, all time.
In case you guys don't know, the movie was made for $1.2 million.
Yes.
The opening weekend was 9.2 or
Yes.
3 on 700 screens. And it took us forever we mortgaged our company basically to get the money to take it theatrically. We always felt it was a theatrical movie, but nobody wanted it.
Okay.
None of the studios wanted it. We went to like the bookseller people. They didn't want it. The Christian bookseller people, and nobody would pick it up. And so we were like, okay, we have to figure out how to do this, raise this money. Finally did, came out, obviously became the number 1 independent live action movie of the year. Did 64 or 5 million
Yeah, the
US domestic.
The Facebook Drive was great.
I mean, which then went on to now it's the 5th highest grossing movie based on its ROI, its return on investment.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
In cinema history.
Yeah.
Which is incredible.
The Blair Witch Project is number 1
Blair Witch, I'm not sure it's still about
because they made it with 30,000 and they got 300 million.
Yeah, I mean,
How do you even get
do that math.
How do you even do that? Huh?
Looping back to this other thing is I always thought, when you go into places and people would always say that, I never really thought about that they're saying the exact same thing to you
Yes.
when they're seeing you.
Exactly, they do. It was
That's funny, actually.
It was totally funny.
I've never
man. I
even
was
thought
like,
of this. Like,
oh,
how
okay.
in the world is this like the first time ever popping into my brain about that? Of course they would say that. It's so stupid, and like, of course they would say that to you as well because you're the other half of it.
Yeah. Oh man, that thing was funny.
That's
man.
an actor right there for you. That's my actor side of the brain going, well, of course they're just going to say it to me.
Oh man,
That's cool though. That's
That was
actually
fun.
really that's interesting.
That was fun.
I just got back from Cancun, and amazing how many people there even like
Is that Mexico?
That's
Cancun?
Mexican, yeah,
Okay.
Mexico, yeah. From the moment I got off the plane to the flight attendants to the taxi drivers, big God's Not Dead fans, all the way through my whole trip. Yeah,
Cool.
and it's interesting because it quiets, right? When the first one came out, obviously people were always coming up because it was that
happening,
phenomenon of
at that
never
moment,
before had a
it's what's
Christian
out
movie
there. Yeah.
hit like that was like, oh wow, all of a sudden, it could be relevant. Like a Christian movie could actually be relevant.
Yeah.
Versus back in the day when I was doing these movies and how small they were. Oh, here was my point. I knew it would come around. All right, here's my point though, is that even back then, right, people were like, well, how aren't you embarrassed to be doing these cheesy Christian movies? Because they were, they were low budget. Like doing student movies almost.
Okay.
In a lot of ways. But I always felt like that verse that says, God says in the Bible, it says, my word will not come back void.
Void, yeah.
And I think that is the tie to God is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is good.
And because
I
of
agree.
that, it's not because you and I are wonderful speakers so much, even though you have a booming voice, or that it was big in Nigeria, so obviously it's going to be big here.
Yeah.
It is because it is a truth that is goes above and beyond just words.
Yeah,
and
the
it touches
truth shall
people's
set
lives.
you free. So, hey,
Yeah.
it set a lot of people free with that. So,
Yeah.
man.
All right, so you get called for God's Not Dead 2. I don't remember what we were doing in God's Not Dead 2. I feel like I had an appendicitis.
Wow, I don't even
And we
remember.
prayed a lot in God's Not Dead 2, right?
Yes.
What else were we doing in there?
A lot of prayer in that one, in the hospital, where else?
Yeah.
In the church.
What's your favorite out of the 4 that you've done? Hold on a second. Before we do that, in God's Not Dead 3, then you die.
Yes.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
The church burns down. Our church burns down.
Yeah.
And then I have to go through the death of Jude.
We did a lot of running too.
We did a lot of running and
And
polling
I was
you
not
through.
fit. So I was
Are
like.
you talking about me polling you through
the third one? Yeah. Yeah.
through the
When we ran
The church-
to the fire.
oh
We hear the siren going,
Yeah.
whatever. It was all running.
You remember that part of it?
Oh, yeah, because I was unfit, man. I was like hyperventilating.
That's what you're
That was
God's Not
bad,
You're
yeah.
not remembering the fact that you got blown up and that I
No,
was
that one
dragging you
already.
through the church as it's burning.
Then that day you
And then I have to
suffered.
stand. Then I
You
have to be
suffered
over
on that one,
you
because I was
while
heavy.
You're dying.
I was heavy,
What's
and
up
you're
with
trying
me and
to
dying
carry me
people?
upstairs. It was crazy.
Oh, that was crazy.
Man, I was feeling for you, man, because I
That
know
is
I was heavy.
actually
I was heavy.
Okay, and then God's Not Dead 4 rolls around, and now you're no longer even on the planet because your character Jude is
Yeah,
dead.
it's just a
Yet,
reminisce.
You get a call to say, "Come back." What's your thought of that?
No, actually, wait. I didn't even. It shocked me. I'm like, I was telling my wife, it's like, oh no, I was shocked. I was like,
We
hey,
sent you on your way to
I
Oklahoma.
thought I'm dead. I'm dead.
Guthrie, Oklahoma, in the
I'm
middle
dead.
of the blizzard.
I'm like,
Were you in the
whoa, I'm
blizzard
back.
part, or did you get out before the blizzard hit?
I don't remember. I don't remember at all.
Okay,
Me, I was
you
just
got
like,
out.
you
I was
happy guy. I'm going back. I think it's 2 days or something like that.
It was, well, you know what it was? It was the Mickey. It was like in Rocky, the Rocky 3, when Mickey dies, he comes back, I believe, like in 4 and 5, and as his memory.
Yeah, reminisce.
Yeah.
You were just reminiscing about this guy and how he was.
Because I used to ask you for advice, and now you're gone,
Yes.
and now what do I do?
It was a smart.
I
smart
actually
way of
really
doing
love
it.
that
Yeah,
piece.
me too. It was just a one, whatever. But I was very grateful.
It's cool how we used
that
it.
you
though.
called me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So out of those 4 movies, what's your favorite?
I think the first one still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what most.
The
that's what everybody says.
camaraderie and everything, and it was funny. People.
Well, we're talking about Disneyland and
Yeah,
cars
exactly.
breaking
That was
down
and the car, whatever, he can't start, and I pray, and he's like, and you're like, that's it. And it starts like, okay, people are laughing.
What did you like most about that movie, though, when you think back?
Those No Day One?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, why that movie is your favorite is because it's the inception. I mean, that's most people's favorite.
Yeah, because of that line that we had.
Yeah.
And we had it almost everywhere. It was funny, and it was really...
Do you feel like we lost that as the God's Not Dead movies progressed?
As we progressed, we kind of let go of it, but I thought it still needed to be there. I don't know.
It was always there. It still is there.
We just kind of
I start saying it with other people because you're no longer around to say it to.
Oh man,
it's not as powerful though because Jude has
is gone.
No, he has the booming voice, and it was always better. Just kidding. I say it to Shane Harper, and I also say it to Samira Armstrong. I think those are the other two people,
Okay.
and Paul Quo.
Oh yeah, I remember him. It was cool. I didn't know he could play the piano like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
He plays what's his character's name? Ooh, Test. Here's the test. God's Not Dead tests that we're gonna
student, I guess. I don't know.
No,
Student?
he's not student. His name is Paul Quo in the movies.
I don't remember.
His character's name is Martin.
I don't remember that.
Well, it is. It's Martin.
Okay, you're telling me.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you think Paul Quo, the guy at the end of the God's Not Dead, who's very tall, stands up, what is his character name? Please comment below. Okay, I think I did share it already, but it is Martin.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Martin, guys. My favorite is number 3.
Why is that?
I just feel like, I don't know what it is, but Rocky 3 was my favorite.
Okay.
Because Mickey dies.
Okay.
And there's that whole, I just feel like emotionally, there's more emotions there. Mm-hmm. I think it was the first one that I was ever the lead of as well.
Okay.
So I had to deal with as an actor and the character, I had more to deal with.
Yeah.
And so from you being alive to then you being not alive, there's a lot there in the morning and I enjoyed that. That was the one that I enjoyed the most.
You also did a good job in that particular scene, man. It's like, wow, you could tell that this guy is feeling this thing. This dude is gone.
Yeah.
He's not going to be there anymore. And I felt it too. I was like, wow, okay. It was emotional for me too. And knowing that, okay, after this, I'm done. So when 4 came, I was shocked. That's why I was telling you, I was like totally floored. I'm like, what?
Well, I just feel like I feel like it's an interesting. The God's Not Dead movies as a whole, I find, are interesting because a lot of people would say, well, there's not really a lot of character depth, or or we're just hitting people over the heads with our viewpoint and saying what we want to say. And I think that's part of. Even when God's Not Dead 3 and all of the God's Not Dead movies, I think when they came out, somehow they lined up exactly where culture was.
Yeah.
And they drop right when there's all these struggles going on around this certain topic.
Yeah.
And God's Not Dead 3, is part of my favorite as well, is it's all about love. And it's about in our country at the time, we had all this turmoil going on both sides and everybody yelling, and there's a great line, but no one's listening.
Yeah.
And I think I loved that the message of God's Not Dead 3, even though it wasn't exactly in alignment with 1 or 2 or even 4 and 5 went on their own paths, basically what our country was based on and different things like that. But I also enjoyed those. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting that most people always say 1 or 4 is their favorite. Ironically, 1 or 4. Like 1's understandable why.
Yeah.
Because we had car problems.
1's my favorite.
All right, so let's talk about the white tracks that we did along the way do you remember the white tracks that we shot while filming? Oh yeah, we're showing them right now because one of which we could never remember we couldn't remember our lines. Mm-hmm. So we did the thing. Tommy Blaze was
that guy. He was a funny dude.
He said hello to you, by the way.
He's a funny dude.
He's a funny dude.
I loved him.
I said, hey,
the way he talks.
I got Ben on the show today, and he goes, And he started going on to that Lion King thing and the whole and I was just like, oh my gosh. He goes, I didn't even know what I was saying.
He brought the car that we.
Yeah, Tommy Blaze, the car guy.
He's the car guy.
He's the car guy who
funny.
comes up and always delivers us a broken car. Then he's the waiter, and then he's doing theater the night of. He came back.
He does everything. And you're asking him about, hey, dude, what's up? You are everywhere.
Actually, I think he was only in 1, 2, and 5. He skipped 3 and 4.
Okay.
But he wrote on those. He wrote 4 and 5 by himself, and he wrote part of 3 as well. But the White Tracks. It was funny when we had another one. We got lost. We couldn't find our way, so it's a little short. It's called On the White Track. It's the little sitcom thing vignette. You don't remember shooting this?
No, I don't.
Oh, we have to.
That's why I'm like, what are you talking about?
We have to send you these. These things are hilarious. Yeah, we got lost. That was one of our episodes. These are episodes.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you're in for a treat.
Don't remember.
Yeah, you're starring in these episodes.
What?
Yeah. One of them you dance in it.
I don't remember.
Another one you get lost with me. It's more my fault. Another one I can't remember my lines. Neither can you. Or you're berating me about not knowing my lines.
That's why I'm lost when you're saying White Tracks, and I'm like, what are you
on the
talking
White
about?
Track? Yeah,
okay.
I know. We're in the White House pod right now.
No, I don't remember.
All right. So Jude, when do you leave Kenya, right, to come to the U.S.? How old are you?
Oh, I'm 27. And I just got married March, and the next month I'm gone. So she stayed there for almost a year. And
wow, were you an actor in Kenya?
Sort of, not really.
Okay.
But I would write stuff that we would play out in the church.
Yeah, you're a musician.
That's the only acting I ever did. But music, yes, I was a full-time musician.
What do you play?
I play lead guitar.
Nice. And sing? Are you a singer?
And I sing too. But over here, when I came here, I was like,
on the White Track, you sang.
I did.
Oh yeah.
I need to see these things. So yeah. So, but I'm a bassist in my bands.
Okay.
Over here, I'm a bass player. But in my own things, or when I'm playing for my daughters, I'm a guitarist.
You moved to LA. When did we want to become an actor? Like, had you always wanted to do that as well because you were a musician, or like what was the transition there?
As soon as I graduated, I was May 1992. I said, now I'm going to LA to do music or acting, and I just got in a car and I left.
You drove
just drove
from Kenya?
6 hours. No, from Turlock, California, 6 hours away.
Wait, Turlock? How'd you land in?
That's where I went to school.
Turlock?
Yes, I went.
What
Okay,
school?
This is the funny thing. There's United States International University, USIU. There's 4 of them.
Okay.
One in Mexico, US, Kenya, and London.
Wow.
So I was in the Kenyan one, and then I said, you know what? I'm gonna transfer.
Yeah.
To the one in San Diego, and that's what I did. I transferred.
Now, does Kenya and San Diego look similar?
Not really. San Diego is pretty clean and all that. Not that Kenya is dirty or anything, but they have a different class of whatever, you know.
Okay.
You know, San Diego has a lot of rich people, especially La Jolla. So and that's where the school is, I think, if I'm not wrong. So that was my thing. Wow,
so
this
we've
place
established
is crazy.
Kenya and San Diego look different. That's what we've accomplished on this
like
episode.
Nairobi, no. Nairobi's a metropolis, just like LA is. It's a huge place.
How many people in Nairobi?
Too many, I think. Probably 4 or 5 million.
Is it one of the? Oh, okay. So it's not one of the largest cities in the world.
No.
Yeah, that's like.
But it's got one of the biggest ghettos in the world. It's called Kibra, the biggest ghetto in the world. In Nairobi, somewhere in
Nairobi.
the corner, somewhere over there. Yeah.
All right. So so you're in the school.
Yes.
Up in Turlock is where that is.
Yes.
And you graduate after how many years?
After 7 instead of 4, because I had nobody sending money to me.
So what were you having to do for work?
So I had to work I was doing 4 jobs, man. I from class I go to the wages department in this university and work a few hours that are allowed by law, 20 hours maximum week.
Wow, right.
But then At night, I would work at Round Table Pizza. On Saturday, Sundays, I would work somewhere else. So it was just work, 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 until I lost my mind one time. For reals, I went cuckoo.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? What do you mean by cuckoo?
I went crazy.
Okay.
And then it was just too much work. I couldn't sleep.
Basically, had a mental breakdown.
Yes, that's maybe a way to say it. And
yeah.
So they took me to a cancer treatment center. I don't know why cancer. So they looked at me, said I had hypochondria or something like that, and then I got better again. It was tough. Being alone and nobody, whatever, just you're working by yourself, doing everything. It was hard. It was.
Did
difficult.
you speak English perfectly?
Of course.
When did we learn English?
When I was little. Kenya is a British was a British colony.
Okay.
So English is
You're
automatic.
Raised English.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's automatic.
Right. So you moved down here from Turlock. Was it hard? You moved to San Diego. Is that where you went?
Because I was going to that.
The same school.
I went to the same school from Kenya to San Diego, and then because I was going to do computer, MIT, I think they called it at that time. And then when I went there, they're like, "We've changed things. We're not doing computer science anymore." I'm like, "Okay." So I applied to a bunch of universities. I had this big book that had a bunch of California universities, and the first one to reply was California State University Stanislaus in Turlock. And if I had known about running track and things like that Division I schools are better, I would never have moved.
Were you running
I would
track
have waited.
at that time?
Yeah.
Were you fast?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm actually training right now. Well, I gained a little weight, but I'm working on that. I'm trying to see if I can break the world record for the 400 for people my age, 65 to 69.
What?
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Yeah, that's my thing. That's my bucket list.
Wow.
I started working out already. My first race, though, I got injured. I'm like, but I finished.
I would imagine a lot of people are getting injured.
That was last year. So this year.
Wait, 65 to 69?
Yeah, that's the age group I'm
how,
running in.
How fast do you have to run?
I have to do a 55 seconds, the 400.
The 400
to break that
seconds.
record, which some guy, but he was 60 though when he made that record. He's from Oregon, so I think I can do it.
I think when most in the Olympics, it used to be, although I think it's a little faster, it used to be 40 seconds.
No,
something.
40 seconds. That's are you a jet or something?
40? No, but like the Olympics when you're 21, 22, aren't they running a 40-second quarter?
No.
Quarter mile?
40 seconds.
44.
Too fast.
It's 44.
The world record now is 43.2.
Okay.
By that,
back in the day,
by that
because we wrote John Gunn and I, myself, we're working on a movie called 44 40 or something.
I'm a runner, so I know those times.
It was 44,
I can't make a mistake.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Okay.
No, I mean, this is, obviously, but those times have been getting shorter.
Yes.
People seem to get faster and faster.
Crazy,
It's
faster
like
and
crazy.
faster. It's like nuts.
But
man.
I can't believe, so wow, okay. That's impressive. How much are we running today? Do we run every day?
I just started. I'm getting better. Even yesterday, the last thing that they have to fix, they fixed everything, my hamstring, my whatever over there, this and that. So I have one last thing in my glutes. And that after that,
And you're going to
because I can now sprint. Right now, all I'm doing is a cardio. And
Impressive.
then sprinting, I'll start sprint work
You never
maybe in
aged,
2
by
weeks.
the way.
Yeah.
You
I'm
have
trying,
never
I'm trying
aged
not
since we did God's Not Dead, the
trying
first
not
one.
to. Otherwise, how am I going to run?
12, 15
If I get
years
old.
ago.
Thank you, though. I try, man.
Wow. I'm going to be like an old prune next to you.
No,
when,
you look good.
when
What are
we
you
do
talking
God's
about?
Not Dead 32. And Jude's going to look identical. And I'm going to be like,
Nah, you look good, man. You look good.
all right. So when did you land in LA though? How hard was it to get here?
Okay. Are you talking about from Kenya?
I'm talking about from wherever you came
Yeah, from
Turlock
Kenya.
or from
I
San
land in
Diego?
San Diego.
Right.
They say they don't have my project.
Right, so you
I
went to
drive.
Turlock.
I straight to Turlock, and
Yeah.
then from Turlock I
Then
graduate.
you overwork
Then I drove here, 1995.
right after you graduate. And
Yes.
did you have Were you set up here? Did you know anybody here?
No, I don't know anybody. So I just know I'm going to do music and I'm going to do acting. Then I start walking around in Hollywood. They have all those numbers of whatever's for
actors.
I took one, then that's how I became an extra. I did like 40, 50, 60, 70 movies as an extra, though.
Yeah.
And then my first speaking role came on The X-Files.
And you got an agent finally.
I still don't have an agent, but my kids have agents. So I take my 2 kids to audition.
Yeah.
And then my little one becomes my agent. She's 7 years old. She starts yapping. She says, "Oh, my father, my daddy's also an actor." And she's sitting outside with a casting director. I'm somewhere else coming. So when I came to pick them up, so this casting director goes, "Your daughter says that you are also an actor. What have you done?" I said, "Yeah, well, I've done about 60 movies as an extra. But then last month, I did something on X-Files." So she's like, "Oh, okay. Would you like to read for this role?" I'm like, "What?" That was Tears of the Sun.
Oh,
And
wow.
get it. I'm like, wow. But my daughter went first because she also was on it, my older daughter.
She was in it as
Yeah,
well.
but this little
That's
one
cool.
didn't get it. But when I went to...
You're like, get out of the way, kid.
No, I put her in it. Trust me, there's 2 versions of Tears of the Sun.
Right.
The one that went to the theater and the one that has like a whole lot of things, the deleted scenes, whatnot. My daughter is actually in that one, the little one.
Yeah.
So I have
That's
2
pretty
daughters
cool.
in that movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what's amazing is that it's a massive movie.
Yeah, it was a big one.
and you were still able to get your kids in the movie.
Yes.
Amazing. Tears of the Sun was your second movie. Well,
No, that was my first movie ever.
or first movie.
Yeah, but if you're talking
But
about
your
just
second
acting
job.
thing, yeah, second
Wow.
job. There you go.
What happens after Tears of the Sun? That is it hard? Do you got an agent then? You get an
Yes.
agent?
Now
and
I have one.
Right.
The agents, the managers, my daughter's managers decided to manage me too.
Yeah.
So
Why would
they
not?
got
You just came off a massive movie.
so they got me a job. They got me something. But the way it is, when you do something big, you better do the second one and the third one so that you cement your feet. Yeah, but that's what didn't happen for me.
Right.
So when they got me this job to go to London, I don't know, with Nicole Kidman, the interpreter. So they wanted this African guy to do this thing. And unfortunately, they said, after the day I was supposed to leave, the next day they said, they decided to go with some guy from London so they don't have to pay for you flying out and hotels and all that. Oh, man, I was devastated. So after that, it was just nothing for the longest time.
For a long time.
Yeah.
Interesting. And then because the agent wasn't that good, or
she wasn't that great.
Yeah.
She tried though. She was really trying.
were you doing commercials? Was there many commercials to do?
No commercials. I just started doing just the other day.
How about voiceover? Do you do voiceover?
Oh yeah, I do that. They used to tell me, "Man, you have a good voice." You have
Well, you do.
and I'm like, "Dude, why am I not? You guys keep saying this. Why am I not? Whatever."
Yeah.
But finally, though, I am.
You
I'm
broke
doing
through
a lot
the
of
voiceover. Yeah, I mean, that's-
audiobooks is what I do.
Oh.
I'm getting.
I
They
would
just
listen
sending
to-
them to me.
And they're like, here, read this now.
Read this, and I have my own
Does
studio,
your
so I read it and I send it
Does
to
your
them.
agent set that up?
No, that's all
Just
me.
all direct.
That's all me direct.
But who negotiates all those fees? You do?
They have SAG has a particular
the
whatever
SAG thing. Okay,
Yeah,
so that's nice.
yeah.
So then it's like what? That's
whatever
good.
it is they pay for
That's
that.
one of the good
they
news,
can't cheat.
good things about the Screen Actors Guild. Is
Yeah.
that they negotiate those things, and then
So-
it's not like you're.
Yeah,
it's
so
not like
that
one-
keeps me busy,
Yeah. What kind of books are we reading these days?
Okay, the first 6 were
I
all
wish
like
you would have read my book. They got some guy who sort of sounded like me to read my book. I don't even know the guy. You did a good job if you're watching this, but I was disappointed because HarperCollins basically and Zondervan were my publishers.
Oh, okay.
And I say, great. Hey, if I get to, they gave me a nice advance and the whole thing when Between Heaven and Hollywood, Chase Your God-Given Dream was my book after the God's Undead thing.
Yeah.
and I say, if you do an audio version, I'd love to read my audio version. No, we're not going to do an audio version. Then like a year later, I opened my door. The book's already out, of course, and I'd done a promotion on all that stuff. I opened my door, and all of a sudden I had this box on there, and I open it up, and there's all these audio versions.
Oh, wow.
It's just like one audio version.
They went and did it themselves.
They went and did it with some guy who kind of sounded like me, sort of, but not really. And I'm like, why did they just not ask me?
But he doesn't have to sound like you.
I would have rather had you read me.
Thank you. Maybe who knows?
All right, so what kind of books are you reading?
Okay, the first 4 were really by African writers.
Okay.
For whatever reason.
Yeah.
And then this last one I did was done by British writers. It's about politics, American and British politics.
Are you just reading the book?
Yeah, just read the book.
Like you're holding it here and you're like, in the beginning.
It's hard work. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a lot of mind.
Your voice goes hoarse and all that stuff. You get,
How long do you shoot?
Sometimes I go 8 hours.
Oh my God.
Of talking, because you have a deadline. And I hate going to their studios because then you have to do it and finish it that day.
Yeah.
So you're talking 10 hours sometimes.
Oh my God.
And then the next day you go and finish. Oh man, I said no. So they vetted my studio, said, okay, sounds good, whatever, this and that. And then now they just send them to me.
That's way better.
So I take my time.
It helps that you're a musician as well.
Yes.
To set up, I would imagine, your own audio equipment and all of that stuff.
Yes,
you know what you're doing way more than if I was to set up my own audio equipment.
Yeah.
That's why we're here in the studio.
Guy. Yeah, I'm an audio guy.
Dylan doesn't trust me. Him and his team, they don't trust me to just record it at home. All right, so that's pretty cool. And then God's Not Dead rolls around. You start all of a sudden now you're
then it started again, yeah.
And then you get back for doing more TV, movies, or commercial stuff at that point after the God's Not Dead thing comes out.
Yeah, I was never lucky with commercials. Even TV series stuff. I only did like 3 TV, X-Files, General Hospital, and I think The Shield, and that was it.
Yeah.
I never gotten any TV thing, but I've always been lucky with movies for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Always movies. There may be small independents, but I always get those.
Yeah.
And then finally, when I was not even paying attention, I got a commercial. It was a very funny one, though. Was it Doritos out there or something? I don't know.
I like how you're looking over there as if they know.
I think it was Doritos.
Hey, was it Doritos?
Because you see what happened to us in after the God's Not Dead thing?
Yeah.
I walk into the Subway, and then this dude comes in, and he's like, hey, do that thing, man. I'm like, what do you mean, do that thing? In the commercial. I'm like, because this kid, in the commercial, there's this kid who has the picture of my daughter on his chest, and he says, your daughter is a very good kisser. And I'm like, what? So I look at him crazy. So he wanted me to do that crazy look. I'm like, dude, he remembered it. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, people.
I couldn't believe it.
People remember things. It's funny how they ingrain in. Yeah, I'm always amazed at that they're able to and pinpoint and pick you out of a crowd too.
Yeah.
They're able to remember you enough to go, oh, you're that guy.
You're that guy. I remember you telling me that.
Have a hat on, or it's like you're all disheveled, and they're like, take a picture with me. You're like,
I remember you telling me that in God's Not Dead too. Nowadays you are that guy. That's what they call me. You're that guy.
You're that guy.
I was laughing.
Yeah. Well, Jude, I call you Jude. I think more than I call you.
Yeah, Ben. I know you always do.
I know. How do we pronounce your last name? Because
Onyango.
Say that one more time.
Onyango.
Onyango.
NY like a cognac.
Yeah.
The
Onyango.
drink cognac. Yes, exactly. There you go.
Onyango.
La Cañada. Onyango.
Do you go by Ben or Benjamin?
All of them.
Benjamin.
Most people call me Benji.
Onyango.
All my friends call me Benji.
Benji, yeah.
Yes, but Ben, Benjamin. So
what about your middle name?
Alfred.
Wow.
I don't know why my dad gave me 2 English
Alfred.
names.
That's cool, though. Was he a James Bond fan or something? Or like a Batman fan?
James
Alfred.
Bond.
Alfred. I think Alfred was...
Talking about James Bond. You know what? My latest thing? I've written...
James Bond movie?
Yeah, but African Bond. Yeah, Ghost 009.
Huh. That's cool.
And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm already at the third episode, so...
All right, Ben, we're out of time, but I want to say thank you so much for coming by, as always. I am so glad that whoever it was cast you.
Yeah.
And God's Not Dead. And I got the pleasure to doing 4 movies with you.
Thank you.
And playing Reverend Dave and Reverend Jude in those. And who knows whether there'll be a 6th one or not. God, but that's 6. We might be done at 5.
Yeah.
I mean, every time we're thinking we're done, but I think we're really done more.
Okay.
Done more than I've ever thought before. But I've been wrong before, clearly, because there's been 5 of them.
But I hope we really actually do work together
maybe,
again. I don't know.
But maybe we'll have to do a different thing.
Yeah.
And start something new.
Because I saw you doing something different with Omar Gooding. That's what I thought you were talking about
Cuba.
earlier.
You mean Cuba?
Oh, yeah, Cuba
Gooding
Gooding Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, the junior.
Yeah, Lion of Fire.
Yes, I saw that. I watched it.
Oh, did you watch it?
It was on Netflix. Yeah, I already watched
Netflix.
it.
Oh,
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, it's a little
I'm
different.
like, wait a minute, I know this guy.
Yeah.
This is
Mr.
White.
Yeah.
So I checked it out. I said, oh, it's him. So I'm gonna watch it. So I watched it that night.
Yeah, we're doing a little different thing. We're making more action movies these days. So having fun doing the action thrillers.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you tuning in as always, and on behalf of Ben and I, we will leave you with these words: God is good,
All the time.
and all the time.
God is good.
Amen. God bless you guys, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Peace.